machine launched in North America back in October. This is the first launch for Europe. Here you are with us. Probably the star of the show. If I could go back, I would just put like a big podium here. I just have it spinning around in circles, like maybe fireworks, because it's been really a big hit. You mentioned the stick steer feature. That is the biggest one. I mean, basically, you push this little yellow button, and you push the joystick forward. Of course, you acknowledge it in the monitor, but you push it forward just like you operated it back in North America. Push it forward, and it basically tracks kind of like a skid steer does. It has the same kind of pattern. Also, you can even do like cruise control. So if you're tracking, I think you probably tracked an excavator long distance before. You ever done that?
Yeah.
So if you're tracking long distance, you put it in the speed you want, you click your trigger, and it'll hold that speed. You can still steer even. So stick steer is probably the one that most people around here and people that have gotten into machines and run them so far are really gravitating to.
What I like when I ran it, so I dug a hole to test it. To fill the hole in, I built the boom up and in, and then I turned on the stick steer, and I could steer and run the blade, so it basically turned into a little mini dozer.
Yeah.
So it was the same, I'd done the same thing as I would in a little dozer to fill the hole. It was like the most amazing thing. I'm in an excavator, and I'm running it like I would a dozer.
Well, I know you're a dozer guy. That's probably why you like that.
I'm a hoe guy too, though.
Yeah, but bigger hose.
Bigger.
Yeah, bigger hose. So now you can kind of go this way because it really allows people to do more of the machine. I think what you're talking about is when you're in stick steer, you grab the other joystick, not a blade lever over here, but the other joystick, and you can use that for the blade. That's probably the way we're seeing most people use it, but we also see people, you can actually put the boom and stick on your right-hand joystick as well.
Yeah.
So you can have the boom be up and down, you can still curl your bucket, and if you want to use the stick, you can use the roller to put the stick in and out.
I didn't know that. I thought you lost all functions. That's why I curled it in up all the way.
Nope. So now when you go in there and you say, I want to do stick steer, you say yes. That's a safety feature, right? The last thing you want to do is have someone push the little yellow button and end up in stick steer. So it'll ask you, do you want excavator mode or blade mode? Yeah. So if you want blade on your right-hand joystick, you can do that. If you want excavator mode, boom, bucket, and then stick is on your roller, and then you can still use your blade lever on the right-hand side. So, I mean, you don't lose any function, which is great about it. I guess overall, when you're looking at this one here is a 1.7, which worldwide is the most popular model for micros. And you probably know as good as anyone. Are you seeing more micros? Because we're starting to see a lot more people get smaller.
Like everybody's using them now.
Yeah. And the reason is maybe because it's access, right? It's even though we live in places that maybe have a lot of wide open spaces, access to someone's backyard, regardless of where you live, is probably less than 40 inches. And these will go down to 39 inches to get through a fence or a doorway. So
I think it's transport too, right? Like a guy can have 3 jobs and haul 3 of these on his trailer.
Yeah.
Go drop them off, pick them up.
Yep. Well, that's the thing, right? You can put more operators on more machines. I think, for the longest time, we've had backhoe loaders were really popular. They're still popular. Backhoe loaders keep selling, right? Yeah. But now you see the growth in skid steers and excavators. I don't know, in the world, you probably see some of the stats now, 5 out of every 10 machines and maybe under 150 horsepower are excavators now. Used to be like 2 or 3 per 100, or 2 or 3 per 10. So now like half the machines, basically people are deciding that it's a great way to move dirt. So it's been a big change, and putting new features in a machine, I mean, shoot. We haven't seen features like this especially on mini excavators.
Yeah.
The bigger excavators are going, next gen bigger excavators are going with packed with features. The cool thing is, no one's done anything like that on this size machine before. We've even had competitors this week come and talk to us and say, you are moving the industry forward. For the longest time, it's everybody had basically a very similar product. All of a sudden now you see even the sales guys and the people that run machines go, I've never seen that before. That's
what you want.
Right? I mean, that's of course was what we want. But the most important thing is, and you know this better than anyone, the idea of giving someone a cool feature doesn't matter if it doesn't help them, right? Exactly. So these are all cool things. Like our whole campaign has been inspired by you, because people said, well, excavators are pretty much the same.
No, they're not.
Well, a lot of people said they all do the same thing. They dig a hole and they travel, and they operationally are very similar.
Yeah, they do, but they're built with different quality.
Oh, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We all know that.
There's no doubt that there's differentiation in products, but for someone that just looks, especially at a small one, they go, digs a hole, on an 8-hour shift, maybe I use an hour or two. They go, can I justify a premium? And in this case, people want these features. Even like some of these over here, like if you look at the 302, that's got air conditioning in it. No one's ever put air conditioning in that size of machine before. You can even see, you've even got competitors right here in the booth checking everything out. They're seeing something new and they're trying to figure out, is this something that customers want?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes. Even an additional thing on here, that whole cab will pop up.
Oh, yeah?
So you know how on skid steers you take a bolt out here and a bolt out there? Same even dimensions of the bolts. We use the same type of system, and you pop this up. And you probably dealt with a lot of salesmen in your life. A salesman, or even myself, or Alex, or Nikki on the CAT team, could do this in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Pop the bolt off, pop that cover off, 2 bolts, and then you got access to the backside of the engine, and then all of your hydraulics are right there